Welcome to this edition of Kingdom Conversations. It's the Chiefs and Bills. That's enough said. I'm Mitch Holthus, voice of the Chiefs, along with senior team reporter Matt McMullen. Great job, buddy. Filling in for me, believe me. It was an excruciatingly tough weekend, but you were awesome.
Well, glad to have you back. It wasn't the same being in Green Bay without you. Tough loss, obviously, but what a great opportunity here to get back on track here at home against the Bills. And most importantly, you're back.
Well, some of the most epic games in the NFL since the 2020 season began are between these two teams. First of all, this feels like a division opponent. In my 30 years, Matt, we played the Bills 22 times, which is almost the same as playing a team every year, right? And yet this year feels so weird because of where these two teams are at. It's kind of a bizarre year for both teams.
Well, always great matchups when the Chiefs and Bills play one another. We've seen them a lot, as you said, and they're always great games. Very strange occurrence, though, this time, because the Bills are really fighting for their playoff lives. They're 6-6, and for the Chiefs, they're 8-4. They're in a much better spot, but after a tough loss to the Packers last week, the Chiefs want to get back on track here, get morale going again. And also, if they want to get the 1 seed, they really need to start winning games and keep pace with the Ravens and the Dolphins and the Jaguars. So a lot on the line here for both teams, even though we're only in week 14.
And both teams look back at this season and go, oh my gosh, if this, it could have been different. And now they're both desperate to win this football game on Sunday. For the Bills, what are we getting here? This is a team that has a plus 100-point differential, and they're 6-6. Okay, that hasn't happened in the Super Bowl era after 12 weeks. And only one team had a 100-plus point differential and didn't make the playoffs. It's in that time, and it's the 05 Chargers. But yet you see the danger in this Buffalo team. Still very talented, and they're all over the stat sheet.
It's super weird. Now, you look at the Bills offensively, it's a lot of the things that you'd expect. I mean, it's the second best red zone offense in the NFL. 0 red zone giveaways for them this year, really efficient in the red zone. Lowest 3-and-out percentage in the NFL, and it's the top third down offense in the NFL, converting at a 50% clip. What's gone wrong for them? 20 giveaways, and they happen really at bad moments. When they turn the ball over multiple times this year, they are 1-5. When they don't turn the ball over multiple times, though, they're 5-1. So it really all boils down to the turnovers. And it's been weird turnovers, too. I mean, they have 20 turnovers, as I said. 6 of those have been on the first play of a drive, so pinning them deep in their own territory. It's just been very strange for them this year, but don't let that fool you. It's still a very dangerous team.
Yep, Josh Allen, 33 touchdowns right now. He's accounted for more TDs than any quarterback in the league, but he also second in the number of interceptions. When you look back, I took it back even further. In a 3-year span, a 3-season span, Josh Allen has 53 giveaways. That's by far the most of anybody in the league. It's almost like a Phillip Rivers level of giving the ball away, and it's just odd. I respect his game, but man, way too many giveaways for the Bills.
I think the Bills are at their best when they are just running their offense. And ironically enough, that includes running the football, which is something the Bills haven't done a lot since Josh Allen has been there in terms of other players running the ball, running backs. But they've been doing it this year with James Cook, and they've been effective doing it. They gain at least 4 yards on 48.5% of their rushes this year, highest rate in the NFL. And Josh Allen can run as well. He has 9 rushing touchdowns, second among all quarterbacks. I think what tends to happen, though, is Josh Allen is so talented that at times he will try to force a ball in there. He'll fire the ball deep because he believes his guy can make a play. And in the NFL, as we've seen at times with the Chiefs, the margins are so razor thin that if a defensive back can make a play or punch a ball out, that changes everything. So Josh Allen is still a very good player, an MVP caliber quarterback, but the turnovers this year have just kind of really mounted at the wrong time.
And quickly, we cannot overlook the Buffalo defense. When you look at them, they're 6th in the league in offensive points allowed. They're 5th in points allowed per game when you look at what they've done, and they've had to overcome the injury to Matt McMullen and Tre'Davious White.
And one thing I'm really interested here in this game is to see if the Bills blitz Patrick Mahomes at all, because historically they have not. So 5 matchups against the Bills in Patrick Mahomes' career, including the playoffs, they've only blitzed him at a 12% rate. Hardly at all. A couple years ago, looking at one of those matchups, they blitzed him 0 times. Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier before him, they don't like to blitz Patrick Mahomes. They are far more content having their 4-man rush try to get pressure on him and see what their secondary can do. For the Chiefs' offensive line in this game, they have to protect against that 4-man front, because looking at history, I don't expect the Bills to blitz much at all in this game.
Nope, in fact, They're 26th in the league in blitz rate any week. They just don't do that. But they're number 1 in the league in playing nickel. So what does that mean for the Kansas City Chiefs? We'll find out. This week, Chiefs and Bills, right? Maybe another epic game. It just may be a different script written.